Fold in half, go slow. Touch the ground. Relax into your knees. Relax your low back. Try to straighten your legs. Then make your back stiff so that it's nice and flat. Lift your back so that you're forming a 7 with the side view of your body. Collapse forward, or fall forward rather. Draw your lower abdomen up into your rib cage or the bottom of your belly towards the back of your spine. That allows your hips to let go, loosen a little bit. You should feel some stretch in the lower lumbar and into your hamstrings. The more you stretch your hamstrings, the more you'll feel it. Come up to mountain slow. I'm going to come out straight out in front using my body like a lever so that it's nice and straight. In my mind, I don't know what it looks like to camera. Slow, slow, slow. I'm feeling all the parts that ache in that movement. Bring my hands up to top. Be thankful to God that I can move, that my body does the things that I ask it to, and I can ask it to do more than what I think I can. Blessed to be those that are limited in their body and greater in their minds. I'm so grateful that I have the air that I'm breathing is clean. The land around me is a place where I can expand and enjoy myself. Doesn't matter the things that are bringing me stress in this world. Right now, I am here with my hands pointed towards the sky and my feet anchored to the ground and grass surrounding me and my eyes are closed. If I can be thankful for the gifts I cannot see, they can find their way to me. Inhale, exhale, hands at heart center. I'm here to improve my state of mind. I'm here to open myself up to new solutions to the problems I haven't really tried to solve. May they be focused on the efforts that I can do with my own hands, and may collaboration be provided if it belongs to the universe and not just to my desire. I ask that God work through me and make my work clean. Inhale up, exhale down. Warrior high arch. You can see my toes. Knee is over my ankle. My arms are stacked over my hips. Forward fold. Three-legged dog. Open the hip up. I'm feeling a lot of stretch in the front of my hip flexor. And I'm increasing the grip of my glute. Returning to three-legged dog to square my hips and feel that stretch. Go ahead and let my hip drop a little bit more so that my right hip is pushed up into the air and my left hip is angling below it. Now I'm coming level, or to what my mind sees as level for my body. Bringing in the cheetah. Really pushing through the top of my back, rounding it like cat back, where I can get a good stretch and feel strong in this position, cramped. I have my lower abs tight to the core of my body, straight through my spine. And I'm breathing mostly in my chest. Opening up. I'm using my right hip to hold me up and pull my hip up higher to the sky, and I'm abducting my lower leg so that they're squeezing together. Going slow, slow, slow. Up. Now, as a warm-up, I've already walked around this entire park, about a part of a mile, so I already had blood flow pumping. All right, coming in slow through dolphin into up dog, one leg. Oh, this isn't a true up dog because my toes are still curled under, but I'm in the grass, so I'm doing a little extra work. All right, I'm going to lizard crawl towards camera. It's okay to get a little silly doing your yoga stuff. As men, it's like playing feels silly and unserious, but play is how you learn how to move your body in new and interesting ways. Like this is really stretching my hip flexor, good lizard. And it helps keep a more supple spine by allowing me to turn my body muscularly. In other words, with the muscles, not because I'm that muscular. Kind of improves our ability to understand our bodies. I'm not as good as this backwards as I was forwards. All right, good down dog. I'm gonna go ahead and move back through that dolphin. Come in slow, come in high, both legs for up dog. All right, gonna open up the other hip now. Right leg to the sky, three-legged dog, open the hip. I'm gonna go ahead and let that stay open, hang open. Squeeze my butt. Oh, this is uncomfortable, but it doesn't hurt me. That's the thing, right? Like we want to move in a way that challenges us, that we can find an edge to, but doesn't hurt. It just demands more of us instead of us telling what we should demand of ourselves. All right, three-legged dog. Bring it in slow, 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 slow. Cheetah, 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 strong. Cat back. I'm really driving hard into the ground. This is a lot of work. I'm keeping this leg right here up tight to my body, heel close to my butt. And then I'm coming out to the side, pushing my hips up. This sucks in the best way possible. If you need to rest in this position, opening into a figure 4 side plank is also pretty awesome. Allows you to really use your leg to drive your hips open. But this is where we're staying. Coming back slow. And gonna come down for that three-legged chaturanga through dolphin. Lizard walk. Lizard walk back. Down dog. I'm doing this a little wider so I can get my heels to the ground. I'm really working for a calf stretch as well as a low back stretch and a relaxation point where I just allow my body to pour energy into the ground. Then I breathe. Full belly breaths. Work on slowing them down. So I'm not working as hard to breathe. Push it deeper into the position. Feel what that feels like. I'm not having any pain in the low back right now. That feels great, actually. Pushing up. Now my rhomboids are really working hard. They're starting to want to cramp. So I'm going to come out to a plank. There we go. Just hold this plank. Really kind of lock your glutes in. Allow your pelvis to open. And then lock down your belly and round your cat back. You can come in a little soft on your elbows to really work the muscle instead of relying on your bones holding you there. This takes effort. I'm working hard to talk and do this. I'm coming down and I'm going to come to a really far forward. Try and bring my hips to my hands. Come down into the grass. Allow my wrists to really stretch. Keep my arms locked back. Elbows up. I'm fixing this as I'm telling you. Locking in my mid-back, pulling my scaps close together. Pushing up now. I don't know if I can. There we go. If I get into the up dog. And then back into the down dog. You can walk, skip, or jump into yogi squat. Coming down into this. Oh, there we go. Had to find the right heel distance to allow my knees to drive out. I'm trying to make arches in my feet by pulling the balls of my feet towards my heels. And I want my toes a little light. So as soon as I pull the balls of my feet towards my heels, I lift my toes up in my shoes. I'm calling this kind of like a restorative, I don't know. It's work. But I'm trying to loosen up the hip joint and keep my back in good health. But I also don't want to go really fast. Had a car accident recently and got jumbled up, but I walked out of it just fine, not feeling anything. And, you know, the vehicles were trashed, but everybody seemed okay. My vehicle was trashed. Anyways. So I don't want to make the mistake of jumping in the gym and picking up a bar wrong. So what I'm doing right now is I'm testing my body in the positions. And if I get something going wrong here, it's not with weight on my back. So I'm minimizing risk by testing my physical capabilities using flows that I know. And then I listen to my body as I move to intuit what I need to test. Like, ooh, is this a little weird right here? Is this normal? Am I not feeling anything? Is it making me too tired to do this? All right, I'm gonna stand. Maybe. Once you've been sitting like this a while, it's easy to do slow hydraulics. Mostly because that was hard work on this man. I've done a lot of work on my phrasing. My knees have done a lot of work for me. All right, I'm gonna get some back bend because I've been doing a lot of forward stuff. Well, that's not true. The plank was a opener, but it wasn't a heart opener. It was just a hip opener. Now I'm just leaning back and I'm placing my fingertips in the center of my sternum just so I can feel my pecs. And my goal is to really pull my shoulders back and my elbows pointed down as possible. And I want to feel the stretch in my pecs, right? That way I'm teaching my body what the stretch feels like by using my touch. You can look at my eyes. It feels weird, but I think
this feels good. Also, it feels like I'm really opening my heart, right? We're so often so protected. Working on our keyboards, we're protecting our heart against the online world, I guess, or disappointments, or love lives, and so much of that avoidance, right, creates a lot of strife. Like, we don't want to admit what we need. We don't want to ask for things, you know. Some of us, people pleasers, you know. Some of us ask for too much. Some of us need to stop asking for shit. Some of us need to stop offering shit. Some of us need to offer more shit. I don't know. That's, you know, breathe your own breath. Find your own responsibility in this world. And then, you know, act on it. That's a pretty open philosophy. It allows you to take responsibility and have the freedom of defining responsibility. But, you know, responsibility is only important if you consider there are other people in the room, right? Right now, I'm not affected by anything around me. I'm not affecting anyone other than those who are watching this. So, whatever I want to do, within reason, right, within responsibility, is mine. All right. It feels pretty good. Let's see what we can do when we start moving now. I'm going to try and work in some handstands, or I don't know, something that requires some effort for me. And I'll try and show variations to help you learn it, if you want to, the way I learn, right? Like, I can only give you guideposts. Like, you can get 80% of what I do and find the rest of the way there, right? That's my job, is to give you a map, not to drive you across the threshold. You gotta do the work. All right, let's see. I'm gonna work on crow right now to prepare for freestanding handstand hold, all right? So I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna use a variation that was taught by one of my teachers at Unity Flow. I was doing it where my knees were just on my elbows, but now I'm trying to drive my knee into my elbow. And because of that, I've been able to fly one leg out in a plank kind of a thing. So I would love to be able to plank or planche or whatever they call it, freestanding, no toes on the ground. That'd be cool. Wouldn't make me a better person, but it would be fun to do at parties. I'm really tightening my core, pulling my stomach in. Yeah, there we go. Slow, slow, slow. Because I really want my hands to get in contact with the ground. I'm going to grip the ground with my hands. That's true no matter what I'm doing. If I'm doing freestanding handstand hold, I'm gripping the ground with my hands. And I'm gripping the sky with my feet. So I'll try and get vertical. But for now, that's not what we're doing. I'm just going to float and try and use my cat back to stay really tall off the ground. Oh, I'm so slippery because I'm wet. Slippery when wet. Cat pose at the top of this is key. There we go. Up dog, close grip. Down dog. Lock those toes in. That was pretty cool. I don't think I would be able to get one leg out for getting it up in the air, but I'll try. All right. One of the things you can practice for getting handstand holds, or handstand walks, or handstand push-ups, is try and pike your hips so that your back draws a straight line into the ground with your arms, right? And then if you can push a little past that, start trying to kick your feet up. Like this. It's a pretty strong cat back. That's actually kind of the hold position that you should be in a hollow body when you're in the handstand variation. And then kind of walk yourself up. Really push up through your hands. Leave all the weight in your hands. Kind of feel yourself leading forward. And almost like you're going to flip over. And guess what? If you do, just tuck your head. Just tuck your head, right? If you have neck issue, osteoporosis, obviously know yourself, know your situation. I would do that. I would probably practice the fall over before I ever tried to get in the full position. That way you knew how it is. And one way you could do that is get like you're gonna do a crow, but don't tuck your head and concentrate on falling on top of your shoulders, right? Your head's gonna make contact with the ground. So you're gonna wanna work on some plow position or something like that beforehand to really see if your neck is strong enough. All right, let's get into some handstand hold stuff. Normally I can do pretty good. And CrossFit, I kind of drive myself into the ground, but I've been working on a more gymnastics one. This is kind of like my CrossFit one. Dive. And what's hit or miss is if I get my legs up correctly. What really helps though, sucking my tummy in, really kind of getting it hard down here, firm lower abdomen, belly button to the back of your rib cage, and kind of, I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna come in straight, slow. See how much better that one was? I was slow and controlled, came in, and I was able to maintain momentum and control myself. I'm gonna do a couple more. When I get it right, it feels like my lower body is weightless. That time I didn't squeeze my butt tight enough. Let's see if I come in from Warrior 3. Sometimes that's how it works best too. That one was better. See that? That was Warrior 3. I was really controlled and I didn't have the transition of force until my hands were almost in contact. And just to prove how good I can be, I'm gonna handstand walk to the camera. And that'll be the end of our flow. Sometimes momentum plays a part. It's called practice, not perfect. But perfect practice makes for perfect game. All right. That's it for Yoga of the Divine Masculine. I'm Trinity Greer, and I hope I taught you something. And if not, I hope I gave you something that you could go learn something on your own. God be with you.